Hello everyone, this is Corel Mel with Key Lifestyle Solutions. Grandmother Raven's turtle call lights up the sky. And I am here today with your eyes in other realities and dimensions to read the energy, to see what's here for the collective. This is your pick-a-pile reading for December. And lots of new energy happening. Lots of new things, whole bunch of different alignments. I'm not even going to get into that. It's posted in the newsletter for different updates to just know what's going on. But here we are with the pick-a-pile reading, which I think is going to prove to be very interesting for December, this coming month. Like, very interesting. And because this is a general reading, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't try to fit it into your circumstance if it's not resonating with you, okay? So we're going to start off with our oracle of the 7 energies. And we'll look at that first. Please concentrate on the piles, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And before we get started, let's see what the oracle says for us as a general overall message. And then we're going to sum that up with an affirmation to go with the cards, with each pile. There'll be an affirmation for each pile. But the oracle opening, we'll do an oracle at the beginning and the end. How's that? To sum it all up, but there'll be an affirmation for each pile. Okay, so everything has been cleared and cleansed energetically, and the cards were shuffled and they came out where they may. Some piles have more, some have less. I have no idea how many cards are in each pile at this point. So let's see if Spirit can give us a message, a general message for these pick-a-pile readings in December. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Truly grateful for those who have subscribed, who make comments. I'm very grateful for that. Thank you so much. And even though this isn't going crazy wild on the YouTube, I don't really care. It's just fun to do. I love to do this for the people that are in our community and who support me and are on my newsletter list. So this, when I say the collective, it could be anybody out there for sure, but especially for our collective, our smaller collective of humans. So, sacred ones, do you have a message for us from the 7 energy oracle? My goodness, nothing is coming out. We're going to have to be a little patient, apparently. It's looking for the specific one that's going to fit. Okay, let's give this a little shuffle. Maybe that'll help. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. Let's see. General message for our collective. Here we go. There is 2, but I'm going to read the top one. That's, goodness sake, that is the most important one. Apparently this one on the floor isn't part of the message, so that's okay. All right, what do we have? Let it go. Wow, 2, 4, which is a 6. Yeah, the message is let it go. I agree with a heart here, right? With an open heart, let it go. If there's something, I have a feeling in all these piles there's going to be something very close to our hearts. And I feel whatever's going to happen in a big way in the world is going to touch our hearts. Good things and not so many good things, maybe. But maybe it's a lot of great things. I don't know. But let's see. Okay, so forgiveness, healing resentments, shedding the role of the eternal martyr, letting go of victimhood, cutting the ties that bind you to a destructive story, releasing pain so you can move into the lesson it offers, and relinquishing the need to be right. Oh my goodness. So a lot of people are in fear right now about war. The acronym for war is "we are right." So if you continue to think that you're the right one and they're the wrong one, there's going to be war. And this is also reflective inside of ourselves. So very interesting thing to come out, but letting it go and creating peace and harmony, and that you have the strength to do so. There's a little hummingbirds, and they're about strength. So there are times in life when you must forgive, lest you become a hostage to your anger, frustration, disappointments, and resentments. This is not about condoning bad behavior or minimizing a hurt done to you. Forgiveness is simply a commitment to stop telling an old story so you don't carry its burden anymore. If you don't forgive, old hurts fester and become distorted, causing you pain over and over again. You become trapped in a prison of your own making, tied to the story that you are a victim. It's time to cut the invisible cords attaching you to the situation and preventing you from moving forward. The truth is, you are victimizing yourself every time you recreate the unresolved hurt in your mind and speak of it with friends. Rather than allow this folly to repeat, surrender the situation to your higher power. Now is the time for radical forgiveness. Say no to drama in all forms and forgive yourself and others for engaging in it. Consider the ancient Hawaiian practice known as Ho'oponopono. This simple prayer is a beautiful way to begin the process of forgiveness. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Thank you. I love you. That's how it goes. We did some work around this Ho'oponopono. It was truly amazing what it did. It's based on the idea that we are all responsible for the reality we see in the world. If something is awry, whether it's your perception, your emotional reactions, your judgment, and so forth, it's up to you to clean it up. Forgiveness is the key to a liberated and meaningful life. No matter what method you choose, just do it. There are different methods, and you might want to look deeper into what that is. I do a piece on my blog for the December, also in the newsletter. So if you're clicking on this through the newsletter, be sure to go back and read the blog as well, because there are tips on how to move into that place of review and revive, or revive and thrive. Like, this is the perfect time to do that. Okay. Beautiful message there. Oh, now we know kind of what we're in for. So I'm going to move pile number 3. All right, pile number 1. We have the 10 of Swords, ruin in reverse. That's really good, pile number 1. Pile number 1, you have the Mother of Stones, perception. Stones is a pentacles, so money. Wow. This is like the queen, right? The mother. This is like the Queen of Pentacles. This one. Very nice. 2 of Stones, harmony. Woo-wee. This is great. Father of Stones, guardian. This, wow. 1 sword card, and these are all stones. Amazing. Father of Swords, leadership. And in reverse, the 4 of Cups, mixed emotions. Well, pile number 1, something has had a major breakthrough. An incredible realization of your personal power, grabbing onto that and creating harmony. The 2 of Pentacles is also looking at, see the yin-yang symbol here? Balancing the masculine and feminine within, and then watching that outside of yourself as you do your journey. Father of Stones, so that's like the King of Pentacles. This is like on top of your game in regards to your abundance and what's going to be going on in the month of December is there's lots of abundance coming your way. Father of Swords, leadership. So maybe you weren't certain if you were going to step into leadership, but there's a big opportunity to acclimate yourself to that. Father of Swords is like the King of Swords. This is on top of your game. See the crown here? This is like really getting all the messages very clear, when to speak, not to speak, when to listen, when to take action, and very clear in the mind. This 10 of Swords in reverse, instead of going to the place of feeling ruin and not being able to come to the end of accomplishment through the mind. So the mind might have led you there, but there isn't confusion around this anymore. You actually know which direction you want to create your abundance in. This doesn't have to necessarily be money. This is resources as well. And I like the fact that we have the Four of Cups here in reverse. So there is no mixed emotion. There is no, you don't see it coming. You actually see it coming. It's coming towards you. This is an important card about this forgiveness. Let it go. When you do that piece, this is what's going to happen. You are going to be more in control of your finance. If we're looking at it from a career stance, there is a new opportunity. It could be in the same company as well. If this is a relationship, it's going to a new level of understanding at this time. And that's really good. Like, you're not confused anymore because the messages aren't mixed. You're stepping up to the plate to be very honest and true with whomever or whatever the situation is. Self-forgiveness leads us past the 10 of Swords. Okay. So there isn't a sense of this is horrible and I'm ruined for life. It's actually you're stepping into the more by letting something go. Could be a bad relationship, a bad job, a whole different place where you've been. You're actually going to step into a new place of awareness. And of course, we always have to do the work around that, right? We have to, but you'll know because the magic's going to start to appear. So let's see the affirmation card that goes with this pile number 1. I love this reading for you. There is so much. It's very grounded too. It's like Father of Swords is, like I said, very clear in the mind. No more brain fog as to where you need to be going. Sacred ones, would you like to see an affirmation card? This is called Rethink Affirmation Cards for Mindful Life. These are for daily actions. So whatever card comes out, here we go. This is something you'll want to practice for the month of December. Conquering procrastination. So maybe that has been the thing that's been in your way, or you had a perception that this was holding you back, whatever it is. So what we want to say for an affirmation is, I'm proactive and take immediate action towards my goals. I release any tendencies to procrastinate and diligently complete tasks. I am productive and make progress each day towards my desired outcomes. This totally goes with this reading. So maybe you've empowered yourself now to take the steps. It doesn't matter if you're doing a personal journey, something you got to complete. Maybe it's wisdom and knowledge that you've been trying to work through and you haven't finished it. Completing a relationship that's negative, dramatic. You don't need to have it in your corner anymore. Things are going to be very clear and you won't need to procrastinate any longer. Wow. Okay, pile number 1. That is an amazing message. I love it. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. So grateful you showed up. And you can also check out the overall oracle at the end to see what that is. All right, pile number 2. Let's go on to you. 4 of Cups straight up. Well, lots of the 5 of Pentacles straight up. 4 Swords in reverse. Ace of Pentacles. King of Swords in reverse, the World, and the Hangman. Okay, pile number 2. This is interesting energy, right? You're still wallowing in some old stuff that keeps you from moving forward through the place of feeling lack or left out in the cold. That could be a love relationship that you have felt dishonored in or betrayed in. There's way more there for things to be offered to you. We've got 2 4s around this 5. Okay. But this is in reverse. So you're actually starting to see the benefit of looking at your heart, like giving it a chance to heal. That's good news, because as soon as you step into that place of letting go and forgiveness, this part over here goes away. So you're on the road of recovery. If you lost a job, maybe it was a job that you liked, or maybe it was just so, and they made a decision for you, but you wanted to make the decision if you were going to go, and things just unraveled a lot sooner than you had expected. But what I love about this is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is an opportunity. One door closes, one door opens, to create a whole new way of making money for yourself. Maybe you're going to think about more clever ways how you can create an income for yourself. And that is coming towards you. Very nice. So once you get through this stage of letting go and going through the forgiveness piece, this starts to happen. Look, isn't that great? Then the King of Swords came out. So what you're not clear on is, the direction that you think you're not hearing your higher wisdom. Okay, but you are. We all have to find a way how that works for us. How can I follow the crumbs to create a more solid foundation that I'm listening to my higher self? Here, you don't feel like it's there yet. It's in process, though. Pile number 2. It's in process. You are learning, so do not give up on yourself. What is required to go through this process is take a hanged man approach, looking at it from a different point of view. In the hangman, it's taking me to these different shapes. It could be geometric shapes. But notice the light here. So it's coming up with new clever ideas, things that you never thought of before. Why this is a blessing in disguise. If it's a relationship, yay, you're letting go. Like, why? What's in there that's a great gift? Looking for the gifts is usually the hardest thing to discern. But within all of this chaos in the month of December that may occur, we have the World card, and it's the last major arcana, and that means you've come full circle. In here is the flower of life, sacred geometry. And then once we realize that, we step onto a new journey, the Fool's journey, which is the 0 card, and we start again. So the journeys are never finished until, of course, we decide that we're not going to live in this existence any longer. We're going on to a new experience. We never know when that is. Sometimes we get an idea, but we never know when that is. And it's like Spirit's calling for you to take a look at it from a different perspective, because there is a door opening here. This is abundance in aspects of self, like not just money, resources, an opportunity to start again with new things that are coming on your doorstep. We now often don't know right away what those are. So day by day, if we go back to letting go and forgiveness with this opening oracle card, that is truly the doorway that helps us see what new opportunities are going to come your way. If this is personal inner work that you're doing, you're coming out of a period of heartbreak or something that affected your heart, or you don't know what you're supposed to be feeling. Your personal journey Personal development, maybe there's more personal work to be done before you step into the next phase, which could be very helpful. And if you're motivated by learning and engaging how you can have more tools and strategies for yourself, then learning some of those things through classes, taking a class. It's not expressing that here specifically, pile number 2, but it may lead you to other things. So rituals and ceremonies, like some people say, well, what are those? And what is earth medicine? That's just learning how to engage with nature. But if that's not your calling, that's okay. What we want to get to is to be able to follow the next piece that makes sense in our world. So, the holistic approach isn't always for everybody to start with. It might be something else that you start with. Like, maybe you join a club, or maybe you take an interest in a different hobby. Those are all possibilities. So there isn't one way that fits everybody. Everybody has different ways. And you are going to find out with this, because it's in reverse, right? But it's going to go straight up. I bet you dollars to donuts. By the time you get to January, it's going to become clear what you want to do. And if it's a more spiritual path, wonderful. But yeah, look inside and see what makes sense, and take your situation and turn it around and see what the world may have to offer. Okay, so pile number 2, let's see what your affirmation card is that you get to practice for the month of December. I love this. This is great. I love these affirmation cards. They're very helpful to kind of pull all the information together. Like, what do I do with this now? And so affirmations are great to get us clearly focused. Like, so what's the overall arching piece? Oh my goodness. So I'm not going to read all of these because there's a few, but the one on top is the most important, okay? And again, it's talking about letting go. That is, so I can't make this stuff up, guys. Letting go is the overall thing here. Letting go is what leads you to this Ace of Pentacles and the world, okay? I lovingly release any relationships or experiences from the past that no longer align with my highest good. I embrace challenges as chances to grow and learn. Instead of becoming discouraged, I get even more determined to achieve my goals. Setbacks only make me stronger and more motivated. I use them as fuel to keep going forward in pursuit of my dreams. I can actually say that when I decided to do that this year, at the beginning of the year, made all the difference in the world for me. And my journey has, I made that decision actually longer than the beginning of January. It was actually last year, especially when we started doing all our rituals and ceremonies together as a community. That impact, amazing. Because I had opportunities every single month, probably 2 or 3 times a month, where I had the opportunity to let things go. Okay, so pile number 2, again, I lovingly release any relationships or experiences from the past that no longer align with my highest good. I embrace challenges as chances to grow and learn. Instead of becoming discouraged, I get even more determined to achieve my goals. Setbacks only make me stronger and more motivated. I use them as fuel to keep moving forward in pursuit of my dreams. Don't forget about your dreams. They all matter. Every single person on this planet has dreams, and they all matter. Okay, pile number 2. I love that. Super great. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm truly grateful when you do that. It just makes my day, and I love reading the comments. I really do. All right, thank you so much, pile number 2. On to pile number 3. We have the Lovers in reverse. Boy, oh boy, this is that kind of reading. The World. The World was in the other pile. Wow. The Ten of Cups in reverse. Okie dokie. Temperance in reverse. 10 of Wands straight up. And the Ace of Swords. Wow. Okay, pile number 3. I get the sense here, this is a relationship gone wrong. You can apply this to career as well. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. This could be also a dark night of the soul. For instance, maybe you're at the time in your life where it feels like you're in a crisis and it just feels so dark and lonely. And there's something there for you to learn. But the biggest energy I'm picking up from this is this disharmony in the home and not being happy. So yeah, there's something very upsetting that has rocked the boat here. Wanting to just move forward, get out of the dark, take all your wands and go. Take all your things and go in the dark of night. You could be escaping a bad relationship that's just toxic. And hear the world. So this also could be a realization that you have not stepped into your power, but once you leave the relationship, see, but you're still looking towards it. That's the thing. She's looking, this is looking, this is looking. But you're focusing on the past. Now, these two people are having a lovely time, and so maybe that was a great thing in the past. We had a lot of fun, great memories to share, but it's not working anymore. You may have changed, or you are on a quest to make a change, okay? Temperance. You know, here it's really, with this in reverse, there is a thing between fire and water here that's not mixing well. So maybe that's the sign, right? The sign is, because cups are water, and maybe you're with a fire sign. Or, yeah, so a water sign, which could be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And you're a fire sign. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay. And there's an upset in this situation. And you're trying to get the courage to either stop the relationship if it hasn't stopped already. If it's a marriage, there are children involved, and so you may not want to rock the boat with that. This Ace of Swords is you're mustering up the courage to have a clear mind. But there's still something here about really having a hard time finding forgiveness, about letting this relationship go. You know, sometimes you've stuck with something because it's convenient. You didn't realize that it was out of convenience, and you were sacrificing your inner peace. And now it's being presented. Pile number 3. If you've been doing a job because of family, because you needed to make the money in order to survive, the world is now presenting some new opportunities. Your family has been your world. This friendship has been your world, but it's changing. And looking into the past of what was is not going to serve, right? This Ace of Swords is indicating that a fresh start, cutting away from what no longer serves, is how you're going to need to move forward. Whether it's a career, a job, something is not in alignment any longer because you've changed. Part of the question is if you're going to be able to follow it. That's part of the question. This card, Let It Go, is matters of the heart. And I must say, this card has really expressed what all the piles are about. December is going to reveal that. And in a world way, it's the world, it's going to feel like the world's coming apart and there isn't anywhere safe to go. It's like, I'm going to take all my wands and I'm just going to find somewhere to live out in the bush under a rock. But that's not the answer, of course. We have to look within ourselves, right? And the world is reflecting all the things that is happening in the world is also happening within us. The Ho'oponopono forgiveness piece, it boils down to forgiving self so that you don't have to keep repeating the past. This is looking into the past. If this card was right side up, she'd be looking into the future, or maybe even in the present moment. But pile number 3, there is some clarity that's going to come through, but December is going to be tricky because it's not going to feel all happy and roses. Parts of it's going to, but underlying, you're not happy with a relationship. You're not happy with your job. What I wanted to do was just clarify this for you, pile number 3, a little bit as to is this for the whole month or is this just one incident leading into January? Oh, some clarity. Yeah, so King of Wands in reverse. This person is very charismatic. They're very confident. So yeah, they're moving on. And look at Queen of Wands. This is you. So take it as it resonates. Maybe you're leaving a relationship that wasn't feeding you anymore from a masculine point of view, and you have to make that decision. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's in charge of her destiny. See, this is right side up. 10 of Wands. I'm making the move. I am taking my stuff and I'm moving out. I'm moving on. I'm not looking into the past any longer, but that's the challenge. And forgiveness is the key to this. So isn't that interesting how that's showing up? It's clarifying that the month of December is going to have those challenges in it. But this is what I know. If you go through this piece of letting go, forgiveness is going to be very, it's going to be hard at first, but by the time you get to January, you're going to see a light at the end of the tunnel. Pile number 3. So that's good to know. Good to know. There will be a decision made based on what I'm seeing here, especially this. Moving on. See the 10 of Wands. Moving on. Okay, good. So let's look at the affirmation for you, pile number 3, as you go through this month of December, which sounds like it's going to be somewhat of a challenge, but it's also showing your strength and your willingness to move on, no matter what it is. It doesn't matter who made the decision. You're both leaving the situation. For the person who's observing this, I feel that you're the one that's making the decision about moving on. A very strong, committed decision. He's looking at you, and you're looking away. You're looking into the future. But this has to be figured out as you move along in December, okay? All right, what's the affirmation? So I'm going to read just the top one. The affirmation for you, pile number 3, in the month of December is self-discovery. I approach challenges with determination and resilience. Instead of letting setbacks discourage me, I use them as motivation to continue striving towards my goals. Each difficulty I encounter only makes me more determined to succeed. Actually goes along with the affirmation in pile number 2. There is similarities there. So remember our overall card, the let it go. 2 and 4 is 6, ancestral. The lovers is 6, ancestral. You're actually moving through an important period of letting go, but healing your ancestral patterns, addictions, contracts, binding, all of that. You're actually moving on from it. So again, self-discovery. I approach challenges with determination and resilience. Instead of letting setbacks discourage me, I use them as motivation to continue striving towards my goals. Each difficulty I encounter only makes me more determined to succeed. Beautiful. All right, pile number 3. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm truly grateful. Thank you so much for stopping by to get your pick a pile for the month of December. And I will finish up with an oracle for all the piles for an overall summing up of this reading at this time. Okie dokie. Let's see what oracle is for the end. Sacred ones, truly grateful. What is the message for all the piles? Pick a piles for the month of December. What is the completion message? Tender embrace. Oh, isn't that lovely? 2-2. I keep seeing 2s everywhere. Look at that's 2-4. And there was 2 showing up in the reading for one of the piles. Let's read what this is. Tender embrace. Look at these beautiful elephants and the colors. Oh my goodness. 22, and that comes to 4. Stability is what I think of when I say that. Okay. Compassion, warm-hearted care for self and others, sensitivity and empathy, benevolence and kindness. At the end of the day, giving that to ourselves then helps us attract abundance of love, whatever you desire. So put your hand on your heart and breathe deeply, inhaling a sense of gratitude. You have to find the feeling of gratitude. Now, how do you feel? Keep doing this, tuning into the world around you, others you know, and even those you don't know. Can you feel compassion for them? This is the question. Compassion is an emotion of tenderness and sensitivity. It's a feeling of benevolence and reverence as you stand witness to the suffering of the world. This is going to be around us in December. Now is the time to reduce that pain and focus on compassion in all areas of your life. Today, do something deliberately kind for another. This is one of the messages in my newsletter as well. Even looking a stranger in the eye and smiling can make a world of difference. It so can. The questions to ask now are, where do I need to be kinder and gentler? And how can I serve? And in what capacity can I be in alignment with the solution to the suffering of the world? This is the question. Everybody, this is the question. It's not about me saying, I, the person, you. It's about how can you be of service and help others. And the month of December and the holiday season is about giving. And so we can look deeper and see what this is about, what pieces that we need to let go to have, to go through that forgiveness. Could it be that you need to be more compassionate toward yourself? And it probably is. Be kind to yourself. I believe that's in my blog as one of the things to find something kind to do for yourself. If you spend all your time in service to others, it's easy to forget about your own needs. And this is true. And when you accept yourself, you can bring more loving energy to others. Today, make a commitment to practice self-compassion. Release yourself from the burdens of perfectionism. Allow yourself the grace to be human, and then do the same for others. It's not your job to tell others how to express themselves. even if you don't like the way the world behaves. Today, be kind for no reason at all and watch miracles arise. I can attest. I can attest to that. The last 2 years, tender embrace to myself has been the biggest gift for everything. Wow, guys, can't make this up, right? Oh my goodness. Well, I do hope you have a very Merry Christmas, a happy holiday seasons, greetings, happy Hanukkah, whatever it is in your world that you celebrate in the month of December. I really do wish you all the best. And coming up into the new year, I can't wait to see what the readings are going to bring. Truly am grateful. Thank you so much. And we'll talk to you very soon.